Why more is less and less is more, the paradox of choice. Imagine two scenarios. In the first, you enter an ice cream shop with only 3 flavors, chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. In the second, you're faced with 100 different options. Which scenario leads to greater satisfaction? Counterintuitively, it's often the first. This phenomenon, known as the paradox of choice, reveals why sometimes more options lead to less satisfaction, while fewer choices can result in greater contentment. The illusion of choice. We tend to believe that more options equate to better outcomes and increased happiness. After all, with more choices, we should be able to find exactly what we want, right? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Consider this graph. Copy happiness. Bexish. 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 Plus. Amount of choice. As we move from no choice to some choice, our happiness increases. However, beyond a certain point, additional options actually decrease our satisfaction. This counterintuitive result is at the heart of the paradox of choice. Why more becomes less? Raised expectations. With more options, we expect to find the perfect choice. When reality falls short of these inflated expectations, disappointment ensues. Analysis paralysis. Too many options can overwhelm us, leading to decision paralysis. We spent excessive time analyzing choices, often to avoid making a decision at all. Opportunity cost. More options mean more alternatives foregone, increasing the likelihood of regret or second-guessing our decisions. Cognitive overload. Comparing numerous variables across many options can be mentally exhausting, turning decision-making into a chore. Real-world implications. The paradox of choice affects various aspects of our lives. Consumer behavior. Faced with too many product options, consumers may delay purchases or feel less satisfied with their choices. Dating apps provide access to countless potential partners, potentially leading to unrealistic standards and decreased satisfaction in relationships. Career choices. An abundance of career paths can paralyze recent graduates, making it harder to commit to a specific direction. Lifestyle decisions. From choosing a place to live to deciding on a fitness routine, too many options can hinder rather than help. When more can be more. It's important to note that the paradox of choice doesn't affect everyone equally. In certain circumstances, more options can be beneficial. Expertise. Professionals or individuals with strong preferences in a particular field often benefit from increased choice, as they can easily filter out irrelevant options. Clear priorities. Having well-defined criteria helps navigate numerous options without becoming overwhelmed. For instance, someone who knows they want a black, logo-free t-shirt can easily ignore irrelevant options, even in a store with hundreds of choices. Strategies to combat choice overload. Set clear priorities. Know what features or qualities are most important to you before making a decision. Limit your options. Consciously reduce the number of choices you consider to a manageable amount. Satisfice, don't maximize, aim for good enough rather than the best. Perfectionism often leads to dissatisfaction. Embrace the trade-offs. Recognize that no option will be perfect in every aspect. Be prepared to make compromises. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positive aspects of your choice rather than dwelling on what you might have missed. The power of curation. Many businesses are recognizing the paradox of choice and adapting accordingly. Restaurants, for example, often offer both extensive menus and curated daily specials. This approach caters to those who know exactly what they want while also serving those who prefer a simplified decision-making process. Conclusion: finding the balance. The paradox of choice reminds us that while having options is generally good, there's a point of diminishing returns. The key is finding the sweet spot, enough choice to feel empowered, but not so much that we become paralyzed or dissatisfied. By understanding this paradox, we can make more conscious decisions about how we approach choices in our lives. Sometimes, embracing constraints and limiting our options can lead to greater satisfaction and happiness. In a world that constantly pushes for more, remember that sometimes, less truly is more. So the next time you're faced with an overwhelming array of choices, take a step back. Consider narrowing your options, setting clear priorities, or embracing the good enough rather than chasing the elusive perfect. You might find that by simplifying your choices, you're actually expanding your satisfaction.